Hey guys, Scott from PartyFoul. We've had a couple messages from people just asking us how we transport our tokens and stuff, so I thought I'd take a quick second, or a few minutes, whatever this turns out to be, to give you guys a quick run through on what we use, we being our meta, kind of like what you would see around here. I'll take you through the evolution of how this all came about, I guess. So here's the first one that I used. You can see it's pretty small. It was a dollar store one, I think it was $1. I have what I refer to as my filthy casual tokens. These are the Privateer Press Signar tokens. That's what I first started with. I make it small enough I could hold a few dice in here, maybe 4 or 5, just enough. Which you never really need more than that anyways. But that was when I was playing Signar and I first started. And then as you grow with the game, I evolved into this. It's also a dollar store special. It was $3. Pop it open, holds a lot more tokens. You can kind of get the idea here. This would then have proxy bases and then, you know, tokens galore in here. It was good enough, I guess, until I switched over to the Beast, as I'll call it. This one, not a dollar store. I believe I got it at Canadian Tire or like just basically like a Home Hardware or something. Giant, it's got a handle, it's huge, and I'll take a second, I'll open it up and I'll kind of show you how and what I have in here as the tools that I use for the game that we love, Warmachine and Hordes. Alright, so here is what I'm currently using. Currently playing Khador, so you're going to see a lot of Khador tokens in here. It has a nice little section here which isn't broken up, but I'll have to be able to see better. But in here, I mean, it seals when it's closed. I keep my 2 or 3 warcasters that I'm practicing or taking to tournaments and stuff, and I'll put all their main tokens and stuff that you would use in there. That's just to make it easy, fast, and accessible. And then you can see how it's broken up over here. I'll keep all the Battlebox Privateer Press focus tokens. I keep them separate, so when I'm powering up a Warjack, I'll use my wooden tokens. So it's different from what I use for my caster. Just that way, it's clear and concise. It's all broken up. I got all the upkeep spells are here, so I can find them easily. But again, when I'm playing something, I try to keep it all down here, unless it's just a practice game or something where I'm playing a new caster, then I'll have to dig through here. But I generally have it all ready for tournaments by putting all the tokens I would need in here. I've got some awesome Muson minis. Wound markers, which you can spin around. These are pretty good. The Beast, which is when I'm playing somebody who has a caster that can heal themselves a lot, I'll also track their damage. It's not that I don't trust my opponent, but there has been some times where, you know, you ask your opponent, oh, how many damage are you left? He's like 3. You do 3 damage. You're like, oh, I meant 4. But this way you can also track with them. Some people keep paper beside them and write it down. This is just keep it off to the side and I can just turn it and say heal and damage themselves. Not that I have any friends that have ever done that to me. Some more Muson minis. Proxy bases. This is nice because it has the markings on it for facing, so you know what their line of sight is and their melee range is. Not range, but what their melee arc is. So when you leave this there, I always put the base behind it, like the model, so that way you know it's a proxy base. I hate when people proxy a model and then they take the model away and leave this there, because when I'm playing my turn, I just see this as a base. I don't see it as a model. It's my fault, but whatever. I also have a bunch of proxy bases in case something doesn't fit or there's overhang. Pretty simple. I have objective, just in case you're playing a tournament or something and they have a little silver disc and you want it to be pretty. I'll swap this out just so it looks a little better for myself and my opponent. I'm not sure if everybody's seen these yet. Muson Minis also has these awesome spray templates. So there's the 10-inch. You can pop off 2 inches to make it 8. And then there's your 6. All done with magnets. Very awesome. They do a good job. Thanks, John. For quick, easy measurements, you get your 2, 4, 1, 6. And you got your 2, 3, 5, half. And then they also have, I think they call these Move Line widgets or Pro Line widgets. These are pretty sweet for me because I had them custom made for the Ontario Team Championship. So we got our Beaverhead logo on them. And then we sold a whole bunch of them and gave some of them away and stuff, which was pretty awesome. These come in 4 all the way to 10 inches, and they're 1 inch wide, and it's all the kind of measurements you need. I rarely use the tape measure now. I mean, I don't know how many games I've played where like I'll measure and be like, oh, 10-inch charge, I'm in. And you know, you take your 10-inch widget, you know, move the line, and you put it down, and you're like, actually you're out by 1/4 inch. You know, it doesn't sound like much, but you know, it matters for your model when you specifically place things to be out of range. I have some odds and end dice in here, stuff that, you know, like Khador specific and stuff that I've gotten from cons you've gone to, special dice, but these are generally just there just for extras. I do use some tokens like this. That's for like Sorcerer when she freezes stuff. I use that for fire just to have some change. Some other key things. I do a lot of behemoth shots. So these come in very handy. These are the blast templates, I guess you call them. So when you hit a model, if it was a small base model, you pick up your small base model, go to the 4-inch, and you go around the outside of it and be like, oh, I hit all these models here. Very handy, very accurate, which is kind of what this game's about, accuracy. That's it for what's in here. I mean, it's pretty simple. If you haven't checked out Muson Minis, there's other guys who make tokens out there too. But I highly recommend investing in it. I was, when I first started, I was like, oh, just buy the cheapy, like $12 ones or something. But first world gamer problems, you end up wanting all the pretty toys. So I do. I have multiple. I've got these ones. I've got the acrylic Khador ones. Like, you just end up collecting them all. I also got, and I'll put a little, check it out here. Found this guy on Instagram. Oh, how sweet is that? And fired him a message, and I was like, that is amazing. It doesn't have a web store set up, but you can email him and tell him what you want. He has all the custom ones, and you know, he makes each one by hand, so whatever faction you want, he can do. You can pop it off. It's got 6 magnets which hold it all together. Lines up really nice. I mean, it is, you can like pick it up from the magnets. It's really nice. I also use this for tokens, so I'll keep all the focus and stuff that I would normally use for my jacks and my cats are in here, just because I'm lazy and it's nice and accessible. I don't play with cards anymore. I'm exclusively War Room, so that's why this makes it easier. I'm currently using Crix dice, because these dice are awesome. I had Privateer Press dice that I got ninja'd for me from Lock and Load last year, and they roll average, which is, you know, what people are like, yay, average, but it rolled average and below. Very rarely did I ever get like high spikes. These ones spike a lot. I like it. Whether it's low or high, I just like that better. Just different averages. And then again, I got some special dice in here. I got some OTC dice, and these are the STR dice. I had made up like first set of dice I ever had made up, STR, which was the Scott Tellerico rule. So whenever I roll my dice, if they're ever cocked for anything, 6s or 1s, I always re-roll them. Now we have dice trays, it's kind of not as relevant. And I also got this sweet, let me see if I can find where it is, Sweet Feet token from Moose Machine. It says bad words in Latin and Signarian. I was going to have a contest to see if somebody could figure it out, what it says, but I could see people on the Moose Machine page that were talking about it. And some people have figured it out already, so it kind of seems silly to do it now. So I'll keep all that together as I shoot everything everywhere. That is the setup that I use. So I guess next time Greg's down, I'll have him dissect his and kind of show you what he does. He's a little more anal than I am. He will have every caster in a little pocket versus how I do it. So again, the evolution. Small little dollar store for when I was a filthy casual, not, you know, taking the game very seriously. When I upgraded to the first time to better tokens and needed more space, went to the Duromax until I found this. The nice thing is this fits in a Battle bag. Obviously not on the models, but it'll slide in the side pocket, which is good. Keeps everything there. This I normally put on top inside the Battle bag, and then with like obviously the felt on underneath it, and then everything just fits on nice. And there you go. That's my setup. So there you go. That's my setup. Pretty simple. I'm not sure why you guys really wanted to know, but I guess some of you maybe don't do something like that. Actually, send me a picture of what you do with your tokens. And then maybe we can set up a little collage and we can see from all around the world how people are doing stuff differently. Maybe I'll get some cool ideas out of it. That would be awesome. What do we got coming up? TGX is coming up, so if you want to come have some games against Party Foul, we'll all be there. TabletopGamingX.com. www.tabletopgamingx.com. Yep, that's it. You can get your tickets right off the site. Check it out. We got an LCQ on Friday. We got Champions on Friday. We got a team event for 40K. Saturday we have a team event for War Machine, which is 3-man. A bunch of random 8-man scrambles for people who didn't want to do the team. I mean, make sure everybody's playing games all day. There's also the start of the GT, which is ITC for 40K, which is like their point system to qualify for LVO in the standings and stuff, which is kind of cool. That's a 2-day event, so that'll carry over into Sunday. Sunday for War Machine, we have the final for the World Ender. You can find all that on Facebook. It's kind of like a War Machine weekend style thing where you have to qualify to come in and play the finals. You can qualify at Tabletop and Gaming Expo for that. So if you don't have that ticket yet, you can come to Tabletop Gaming, play, win your spot for the Sunday, which will be a 16-player Masters, and the winner of that will get a ticket to War Machine Weekend. We'll also have a Senior Pro Tour going on at about the same time, as well as the GT will be finishing up. On the Saturday, we also have a Netrunner regional qualifier or something. I don't know what's going on there. Somebody else is in charge of it. But anyways, it's on the site. Go to tabletopgamingx.com. We have a Patreon. Check out the Patreon. We have a giveaway we're trying to get to. We were like hoping to hit maybe $100. If we get $100, we're going to give away a 75-point Ret Army, basically. Fully painted by Greg. Party Foul Greg. Foul Greg. So you can check out some of the models. I have posted pictures before. Oh, almost dropped it. I did drop it. Almost broke it. So check out the Patreon. Patreon.com/partyfoul. That's it too. Check us out on Facebook. Party Fouls, everything War Machine Hordes. And we have our website, partyfoulwmh.com. So check us out. Thanks for watching. It was a pretty simple video. Again, tokens. Yay!